Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Go to flagandanthem.com. Use our promo code 365sports. Top 5 UCLA candidates. UCLA fans, if all four of you are watching right now, I do have to tell you this. And you might already know, maybe you haven't admitted to yourself. The thousands of people that go to university clearly have. But this is not a great head coaching job. This is the Washington Wizards' job of college football. It's the Cleveland Browns' job of college football. You don't have a lot of alumni support, so NIL is in the tank. They've never really cared about football. The facilities are behind when it comes to football. They just don't care as much. And whatever coach takes over jumps into an athletic department that's $200 million in the hole, which is the big reason that they agree to join the Big Ten, not because they could win it, because likely they never will, but because they're $200 million in a hole. So all that being said, it is still a Big Ten head coaching job in Los Angeles, California, which is a recruiting hotbed, and the right person can make it work. So who is that right person? Let's try to figure it out. Number 5, Tosh Lupoi, the defensive coordinator at Oregon. Oregon's defense is legit. He knows how to recruit the West Coast, and he can go and make UCLA have that physical, nasty nature that they're going to need to play in the Big Ten. But again, if you're Tosh Lupoi and you're the defensive coordinator at Oregon, maybe a better job than UCLA will open up. Number 4, Tony White, an alum of UCLA and a very successful defensive coordinator at Syracuse, Nebraska, and now at Florida State. He's got that defense turned around after a 2-10 year, and they look legit. Now, would they hire? This is the question about a couple of these guys. Does UCLA want to hire a coordinator? They just came off of hiring Deshaun Foster, who was not near enough equipped for the job. Now, granted, I will tell you that Tosh and Tony way more qualified for the job than Deshaun Foster was, just based on the fact that they've been coaching a lot longer and have seen a lot more things. So, Tony White, another defensive-minded head coach, that is an alum that would probably love to come there if they offered him the right thing. I even saw names thrown around like Dave Aranda in this because he's grew up a UCLA fan. Baylor's a better job. People care more here. Just how it is. Number 3, Jason Eck. If you can't beat them, hire them. Jason Eck had some pretty harsh words for the team that they saw, saying that they're going to see better teams through the rest of the year, and that's the Big Ten team on their schedule. And he's right. He's boisterous. He's also kind of a big guy. He's got a bit of a Mangino vibe, or let's just say he's a tall Catalina vibe. But I think this would be a really interesting hire. He just took it to them there at New Mexico, and I think it'd be interesting, especially after he kind of like trashed them on the way out the door. Said like, oh yeah, well, if you're such a good coach, come and coach us. I would love to see that from UCLA. Number 2, Tyson Helton. Why Tyson Helton? Again, I'm going to tell you, sometimes teams need to win by adopting a certain style. You see this a lot in basketball, and I'll use the Texas A&M has always had a good enough basketball program on their best years. They're good enough. The fans go, they make the NCAA tournament. They may make a couple of rounds deep and people get excited, but ultimately, So what do? You go hire and start playing some buckyball because now you've got a style. If you're going to press and shoot threes, it's going to be exciting and fun to watch. Well, the biggest thing that UCLA needs is butts in seats. They play in the friggin' Rose Bowl, man. That's a huge stadium. There's a reason that the Rose Bowl is really proud of itself because it should be. It's a big, beautiful mecca of college football. But the 7-8 Saturdays a year that UCLA plays in it, it is cavernous. If you saw the attendance last week, you would cry. And of course, you probably didn't because who watches UCLA? That's a problem. What would make me watch UCLA? A quarterback throwing for 7 touchdowns in a game. Butts in seats. I think Tyson Helton's system can do that. And number 1, the guy they probably want, D'Anton Lynn, defensive coordinator right now at USC. He was at UCLA under Chip Kelly. He hadn't even had to move. So if they just moved him back and made him the head coaching job, look, there's a benefit to not having to move. Moving sucks. Everybody knows that. But D'Anton Lynn is probably their top choice. We'll see how that goes. This is going to be a really tough search at UCLA. They have no recent football history to speak of. Their financial backing is lacking, and the fans have stopped caring. So good luck to whoever takes this job. We've got all the extras, polls, and trivia next.